Good morning, everybody. I got the campsite packed up. The bike is loaded, and I'm in time for sunrise, which is just the best way to start the day, huh? Last night's sleep, not great. I think I need a new sleeping pad. This one isn't enough, and with my messed up hip, I need a little something more. But anyway, we are loaded up and ready to rock. It's going to be a great day of riding. We're going to head over to Death Valley and meet up with a friend of mine, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's enjoy a few minutes of sunrise and then hop on the bike and let's rock and roll. All right, so this stop is Star Wars Canyon. This is it. And let me tell you about it. So this is where all my fighter pilot buddies get to go rip around and, fly fast through this canyon, fly jets through this canyon. You can look up videos. It's incredible. The reason I stopped is a guy I knew and deployed with died in this canyon. I just wanted to stop and, see it and think about him and think about flying and all that stuff. And I want to do a quick plug for the Wingman Foundation. So it's a charity, and after Navy and Marine Corps aircraft mishaps, they jump in and they are able to help very quickly. They're there raising funds and making sure the family is taken care of. They're completely nonprofit. Nobody gets paid there. It's just to help the families of, the families that are left behind or the survivors of mishaps. If you're looking for a charity to be involved in or somewhere to donate or to contribute, whatever, the Wingman Foundation is great. I'll put a link to them in this video. Anyway, I just wanted to show you and take a look for myself. And now we'll get back on the road. Okay, next stop, Stovepipe Wells Airport. No vehicles on runway. My buddy is flying his airplane to meet me out here in this desert oasis. That's the runway right there. Those are the numbers. So he should be ripping this way, and I bet he does something cool for me. So let's get the cameras ready, and we'll welcome him soon. While we're waiting here, I figured I'd tell you the story of this guy. He is a Navy pilot, like I was. We deployed together, and his call sign is maybe my favorite ever. He introduced himself as Miracle Baby, and I thought maybe he was sick when he was a baby or something. Like, I don't know what happened to him as a kid. I later learned that Miracle is an acronym. He was the new guy in the squadron. He's out of the strip club with the boys. His wife calls, and he picks up, and without saying hello or whatever, he picks up the phone and goes, "Making it rain, I'll call you later, baby. Making it rain, I'll call you later. MIRICYL, baby." He's the fucking man, and he will be here shortly. Here he comes. that was sick. Welcome to Stovepipe Road. Okay guys, so here's the deal. It's 1,000 degrees out. Who knew Death Valley is so fucking hot, huh? It's crazy. So I'm going to now put on this SPF 50. I'm going to look at these sand dunes that I hear are cool. They're right there, I could see them, but I hear when you get close, it's cooler. And by cooler, I mean it looks cool, it's still hot. So I'm gonna go to that, and then Badwater Basin is about 50 minutes from where I am, and that's the lowest point. So I don't know if it's the lowest in the world or the lowest in America. I don't know. I'm gonna go there, and then I think I gotta turn around because the only way through the park and towards home is like you end up in Barstow, and then you're just like on the 15, which is also just hot, and it's just highway. So I think at the very least, I've got to backtrack. So I think what I'll do is go do that, backtrack to here, regroup with water and sunscreen and whatever, and then we'll look at the time and make a decision. And that's called trip planning with me. So that's the plan. Let's do it. All right, here we are in the Badwater Basin in Death Valley National Park. This is the lowest point in the Western Hemisphere, which is pretty cool. Guess it means nowhere to go but up from here, huh? Dumb joke. Anyway, Death Valley is beautiful. It's hot as fuck, but it is really cool. It looks like another planet, honestly. So I'm really glad I got to see it while the heat is bearable. But I've had about enough. So I'm going to get back on the bike and head out of here to cooler weather. I may camp tonight. I may go all the way home. I'm not sure. We'll see how I feel. But either way, I think this is where I'll leave you. And I hope you enjoyed the ride. This is one of my favorites so far. So if you like this one, there's other videos you can watch that I've put out. And there will be more in the future. So make sure you subscribe and keep following along as I ride around California and other spots. So again, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.